What's up, Nomad Nation? You've got Godfather. I'm one third of your Nomad Gamers. It is Thursday night. We have made it through another week. Man, I tell you what, this week has been busy. This week has been fulfilling. I just don't have enough good things to say about this week. But here we are. We got another week down. So if you are watching me over on any of my socials, we have got Facebook right here. We have got Twitch right here. We are not on Kick. I'm having an issue with Kick. Uh, I've been trying to get it figured out, but something between the service I use to stream with and uh, Kick, it is just not working out in my favor right now. So, with that being said, with all of those, hit that follow button, turn on your notifications. That way, every time I come live at you, you are being notified. Now, if you are watching me over on YouTube, you have found the home of the Nomad Gamers. We come live at you every Saturday at noon, 12 o'clock Central Time. I know you got some. I know you got some spare time to give to us, so come on over, watch us. For those of you who are watching me on YouTube over here, you're going to see a subscribe button over here. You're going to see a thumbs up or a heart. I need you to smash all three of those, turn on the notifications. That way, when we bring you any kind of content, any of the three of us, you are being notified of what's going on. Oh, we got all that taken care of. It's Thursday. It's Thirsty Thursday. It's time to get this party started. Let's get it going. So raise up whatever drink that you have. I don't care if it's a barley pop. I don't care if it's a soda pop. I don't care if it's water. I don't even care if it's spirits. Sit down, crack it open, Nomad Nation. This one is for you. All right. So, what are we talking about tonight, guys, Father? I'll tell you exactly what we're talking about tonight. We are going over to Facebook and we are going to go check in with some of our favorite games. And I'm sure I'm going to have something to say about them. So while I'm waiting on Facebook to fire up, let's see. Oh, hey, I'm on the right one. I'm actually on God's Father's profile. So that's a good thing. Bring my mic up a little bit because it looks like my sound is just a little down. So let's go. Hey, let's check in with our friend Santiago first. I have been very busy this week. I haven't had a chance to act. Ooh, I know what else is missing. Hold that thought, Nomad Gamers. Hold on. Now I know why I look so damn dark. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. You know what it is? It's because I'm looking at Santiago that Superman came into my thought process there because Santiago is a huge Superman fan. Almost call him like a goddamn fanboy. All right, so what has Santiago been up to? I've been very busy this week. I have been extremely busy with work. I've been extremely busy with personal life, and I've been extremely busy doing what I do here for the Nomad Gamers. I have been streaming. We will get to what I've been streaming to here in just a second, but with everything said, I haven't watched Santiago this week. I am lacking in my comedy. I haven't been able to mess with 420 the dog, 420 wrinkles, that fucking flea bag. But let's get on with what we're doing. So 11 hours ago, now streaming, Be Your Own Hero Productions movie, You're It, starring The Walking. Oh, good God Almighty, I fucked up. The Walking Dead alumni Santiago Cirillo and Amber Dawn Fox. Leave a review on your apps. Leave a review on Rotten Tomatoes. And he has a whole bunch of hashtags there that I know that everybody is going to go and give him some very good feedback on this movie. I know he worked very hard. It's on Tubi. It's on Prime Video. It's on what the hell is that? Fossum Horror, Roku Channel, Hoopla, Watch Free Flicks, and Apple Plus TV. So if you got any of those, go find your it and watch it. Give him a give him a little bit of love. 12 hours ago. I love you all. Well, we love you too, Santiago. Santi, you the man. A day ago, November, I will be in Texas filming Julie Ann Prescott's movie, Bed and Rotting. Amazing, legendary cast, awesome crew. I'm so freaking honored. My character is badass, or should I say, creature. So, all right. Santiago, a day ago, thanks to Queued Up 615, Clarksville School of Fine Arts, Champions Taste of Chicago, Cheatham Chamber, Art League of Cheatham County, Street Coffee Bar, Twisted Fork, The Dog Studio, Can Up's General Store, Martin's Wine and Spirits, Snack Alchemy, The Gothic Lotus, Jenny Templin, Sticker Shock, Spellbound Fish LLC, Scared City Haunted House LLC, Inhumane Championship Wrestling, Vansley's Nerd Box LLC. Just for listening to me, let me give you my flyers and promotional materials for my company, Nation Entertainment LLC, healing mental health through arts and entertainment, and my first project under the company name, Back from the Dead TV series. Love and continuous success to you all. These are all the companies that he went to. He went and talked to him about Back from the Dead. I can't tell you if they gave him anything. I can't tell you anything about it because I swear to God, getting old sucks. Getting old absolutely blows because when you get old, stuff that used to work or used to not hurt, all of a sudden it either doesn't work or it fucking hurts. One of the two. So you're gonna get either one of them. Now I just got to get comfortable to where, all right, I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're all right. All right. So that's what Santiago's up to. He's still doing Back from the Dead. He's still doing his lives. He's still doing Heartbeat of a Drum Horse. He is still kicking ass and taking names later. Uh, I think one reason why I have not watched him too often is because I am not seeing a lot of his live posts. I'm not. The last live post that I see from him is from 4 days ago. So maybe I have not been slacking, Santiago. Maybe it has been you. But either way, go check him out. Make sure that you are supporting him. He is a great small business. He's a great entrepreneur. He's a great veteran, and beyond all that, he is a great brother in arms to me. He's like a mentor. I sit back and I watch what he's up to, and once in a while he'll reach out and smack me virtually and set me back on my straight and narrow. So go over, take a look at him, and support him. He deserves it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into what Nomad Gamers normally does and what Godfather's normally doing. Let's check in with Rockstar Games. We're going to go over and see what they are up to. Okay, 10 hours ago, the newest twist on GTA Online's classic slasher mode is about the pitch dark Ramius submarine. Navigate multiple decks, survive combat at close quarters, and evade a watery grave. Get 2 times GTA cash and RP as part of a featured series from October 16th to the 22nd. I hope they have more success than what Red Dead Online had. And what is the date? It's the 16th. I will be going back to Grand Theft Auto 5 in less than a week. Okay, Rockstar Games, a day ago, experienced 2 new Spoils of War Halloween variations and Red Dead Online, the Fort and Blackwater, All Hollows Edition. Get 2 times RDO cash and XP on these locations in the featured series through October the 20th. You still got 4 days, but I'm going to tell you right now, I went and I was playing this. If you go back and you look at my lives, you will see that I went and I tried to play it. No, there was nobody there. Number one. Number two, when you do die, I got up to I think it was level 4 or wave 4, and I would die, no big deal, but I wouldn't get any money for it. There's nobody there, no money, and then they drop you off at the edge of the motherfucking map. And for Red Dead Online, it takes you 10 to 15 minutes just to get back to where you're coming from. So I stopped doing it because I'm not seeing the RDO cash. I'm not seeing the XP. So it's just not worth it. Like they say with everything, uh, if it doesn't make money, it don't make sense. And that is exactly what what I'm going with there. If it don't make money, it don't make sense, and I'm not going to do it. So, but it is a fun game mode because you are able to do a zombie type thing as you're coming in. Um, and you're able to shoot. And for me, it's practice on my aiming, practice on my accuracy. So for that, it's good. But for everything else, it sucks because you're not getting money, you're not getting the XP, and most importantly, you're not getting gold. If you ain't getting gold, I ain't doing it in Red Dead. Because literally everything goes off of gold in that goddamn game. You can't get uh any rolls without getting gold. And I've been playing for almost a week straight now, and I think I'm up to I want to say 727 for gold, and I need 20 to get to my first roll. And I was talking if you go back and you look at my lives, I ran into two very very good players. I don't have their names off the top of my head. However, they weren't griefing me like most players in Red Dead do. They were offering a helping hand and an ear, and they were giving advice to a lower player, and that was so refreshing to see. So they pretty much told me to go do collections first and then go to the bounty because the bounty is a little bit more tedious, I guess. But they said it's not as fun. So I'm going to look into that some more. I'm going to do some research on Google and see exactly what I want to do and go from there. The Halloween Pass 2 returns to Red Dead Online with a trove of haunting attire and rare curios for those brave enough to claim them. Veteran pass holders retain all progress and perks, while the new participants can journey through every forbidden tier before it vanishes once more on November 3rd. I think I've seen a little bit of this. If it's what I think it is, it is. I ran across one of them just south of Strawberry yesterday. He shot at me, I shot back, and I guess I shot a little bit more accurate because I knocked him off his horse and I continued to shoot until he turned into a corpse. I unalived him. All right, 6 days ago from a Rockstar game, stay alert when competing exotic exports in GTA Online. Some deliveries will be haunted by a driverless Cerberus that will stop at nothing to run you off the road. All right. So that's 6 days ago. I don't think we're gonna have any other updates from Rockstar uh that I can report on. So here's my take on this whole Rockstar thing. I really enjoy how Rockstar is keeping Grand Theft Auto fresh, how they're keeping the players engaged in Grand Theft Auto, and how they keep having different events. With that being said, you have the same company, maybe uh different developers working on Red Dead Online, but you have absolutely none of that over on over at Red Dead. Um, why? I couldn't tell you why. Red Dead is a very good game. Red Dead gets a bad rap. Uh, I just wish they would give it more attention than what they're giving it. Give the players a little bit more of an advantage on getting gold. I get it. Gold is what sells. Gold is what gets Rockstar their money, is their revenue. But for the players who don't want to give them their revenue, how about making some events that you can make them challenging for all we give a fuck, but give us some events more so than your daily tasks, because the daily tasks are good, but they don't give you the type of gold that you need. And a lot of the times your daily task involves PvP. Not everybody out there wants to do PvP. I do not want to verse another player. I just don't. And for anyone out there, and I know I have a few out there who do watch me after I go off the air that are not gamers, but they watch me to uh, just to support me, and that's what I need too. So a PvP means player versus player. When I say PvE, it means player versus everything else, or otherwise the game. There is no player versus player. Um, just so everybody out there knows. But maybe a little less PvP in your daily task and a little bit more hunting or uh getting resources or like plants. The whole train ride yesterday was amazing. That was kind of fun. The only problem with it was everyone kept stealing the fucking train, and it took me. I didn't even get it done because I couldn't wait around for it. So yes, RDR online is fun. Yes, I like how they have their daily task, how they have a way for you to make the money that you need. I don't think it's high enough, and I wish that they would take some of the things from Grand Theft Auto and move it over to Red Dead, and the same being said from Red Dead to Grand Theft Auto. Daily task and Grand Theft Auto would probably be amazing, but the problem with Rockstar is they're hell bent on PvP, and not everybody likes PvP. The Old West was not getting fucking hogtied, getting drugged behind a horse, unless you were a dumbass. The Old West wasn't you come rolling up on a horse and you cap me from 100 yards away with a very big time rifle. That wasn't the Old West. The Old West wasn't Saint Denis. It wasn't a city. The Old West was just that, the Old West. Um, Valentine, in my eyes, if you've played Red Dead, Valentine gives me more of the uh, Tombstone feel. It gives me more of the Old West feel. Saint Denis does not. Saint Denis is like an oddity in this goddamn game. So I am playing Red Dead Online a lot. I am I'm playing it almost every day. With that being said, I've hunted up north. I've hunted up in West Elizabeth. I've hunted in the mountains. I've hunted in the middle. I have hunted down by Tumbleweed and Amarillo and a few others. The one place I haven't hunted yet is in the swamp. So starting tomorrow, I ain't doing nothing tonight. And starting tomorrow, before I go and do what it has already been planned to do with me and my wife, I'm going to take a trip over to the swamp, and we're going to go hunt some gators. I want to see how hard it is to kill a goddamn gator, because we all know, if you've been watching me on Twitch or on Facebook Live, you would know that as I was up north, the sun would go down, I'd get attacked by wolves. I've been mauled by a cougar. I've been mauled by a fucking bear. A couple times the wolves did get me. More times than not, I've taken the wolves down. Um, so let's go down south. Let's see what the hell's going on down in the swamp.
I was about to say, Wait, real life? What the hell? Does nature not like you?
Oh, well, who do I got here?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
This Utopia?
Yep.
All right. So, uh, yeah, it's gonna be in the game. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna hunt those alligators. I want to see one. What is the return on investment? So, my return on investment means that yes, I know I'm going to get a few poor hides. I'm going to get a few poor animals when I'm hunting them because sometimes I have to shoot them twice. Sometimes I have to. Sometimes I run them over with
You
my damn horse, and then there's a myriad of other things. So if I get uh, a 2-to-1 ratio, two poor to one good, or two poor to one excellent, then I'm okay with it. That means I'm making money. And if I see raccoons or possums or bunnies or whatever, I kill everything around me.
yep.
Turkeys, hogs, you name it. If the motherfucker moves, I'm shooting it. It's going back with me. So I want to see what the swamp produces. I want to see what the return on investment is, and then I will be making my announcement while I am gaming, while I'm live, if I'm going to continue to do this or if it's a bust, and I'm going to go back up to the hills, back up to northern West Elizabeth, and be hunting in the foothills of that mountain. We will see. I don't know. Um, a lot of people say that the alligators are profitable. I've just not been there yet, so I don't know.
The only thing I could say about the alligators, they are profitable, but the thing is, you run into you're only really able to allow one hide on top of your horse because of how high or how big the hide is.
Ah, see,
More
see,
reward, but less. Yeah.
yeah, you see, Nomad Nation. That's why you always listen to other players, because I would have been really pissed off if I would have been hunting for 30 fucking minutes, found one alligator, shot it, went and found another one, shot that one, and figured out, guess what, dumbass? Now I got to walk with one hide while my horse carries the other hide. And
Yep.
if you think on horseback is a long ways to town, when you have to walk with a fucking hide, it's even longer. Yeah, it's horrible. So
Um,
that's
a
what we're going to be doing this upcoming week. Uh,
a really
eh,
good mission for making money is uh the hunting or the hunter thingamajigger, like the targets. We're gonna pick up the guys or basically capture or kill the guys, bring them back.
oh, bounty hunting.
Yeah, okay, so bounty hunting, you're looking for the wolf. The wolf is one of the um most profitable replayable bounties.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right. So
I've made like a lot of dollars doing that.
yeah, okay. So
Sorry.
no, you're good, man. So moving on. We are going over and looking at our friends from Bethesda. So as everybody knows, I got really pissed off at Xbox Game Pass and I dropped it it's been about a week back now. And when I dropped them, I had just got done with what I wanted to do with Starfield. If you remember back about 4 or 5 months ago, when we started going down this journey with the PC after the Xbox, I told everybody out there that I would play Starfield on the Xbox. I would get to the point where I could build a ship, take said ship out, and get into combat in the I think it's the Serpent Plus or Serpentine system, and report back to everybody how it was. And if you remember last week, I told you that the the shipbuilding in Starfield is not any better from the Xbox to the PC or the PC back to the Xbox. It all sucks. The systems are good. Like you can build a very powerful ship and go out and absolutely murder everything that you come across. The problem with it is, in the words of Zanar Crest Rider, is you look like a fucking pancake because you're flat. You have no way of making a V hole. You have no way of of having stuff rotate. You have no way of wings coming up or wings going down, or the creative minds of the captains are being stifled. Well, what was Starfield's answer to that? Starfield's answer to that was, let's give the game over to modders and let the modders do it. Well, the modders are doing a fantastic job. I'll tell everyone that outright. Are there some mods out there that won't work with others? Yes. It's just like Fallout 4. Some mods do not compare with the other mods. However, if you have a game where modders can make your game more enjoyable, there is absolutely no fucking reason why Bethesda can't put this into the base game. There's none. Zero. Zilch. The same goes with Fallout. Fallout was a good game before. Modders came in and made it better. So if they made it better with the equipment that Bethesda gave them with the base game, that tells me that if they have that creativity and they have the means to put it into Bethesda's game, then God damn it, Bethesda has the ability to make it work on their base game. It should not have a modder. Now, when it comes to God mode and infinite credits, infinite materials to build with, I get it. That's a cheat. Bethesda allows it because it's a single player game. They don't make money off the game except for when someone buys it. So that's why they allow it. If you look at Rockstar, if you mess with the currency on Rockstar at all, I don't care which one of their games it is. And right now they have two games that are hits. Red Dead and Grand Theft Auto. If you mess with any of the currency there to manipulate what you have, you will be facing a ban. Their new anti-cheat software is out, and I can tell you right now that I have somebody on right now who can tell you that even without messing with their currency, they will issue you a ban for 30 freaking days. Am I right, Utopia?
Well, not quite ban, more like yeah, so basically they
Account
give you a
suspension.
complete wipe. Yeah, complete I mean, I do believe I'm able to like get back after like yeah, just kind of like a suspension, but not a complete ban. But basically what they do, they give you a complete wipe of your account also. So basically anything that has been modified or anything like that, including money before the anti-cheat, I used to have like $150 million on GTA. And that's the enhanced edition too, and the older edition. But the only thing that kind of ticks me off is you go to just about a lot of these public lobbies and you get the hackers that still run wild, but I guess as long as they're not touching the money, right?
Yeah, as long as you're not touching money, Rockstar doesn't care. And I
Yep.
get it. I get it to a point. I get it because you know they have a mini economy in their store for shark cards. I forget what Red Dead has. However, they depend
Gold.
on they depend on players going in and buying the shark card to get money. They depend on players going into the Red Dead online store and buying whatever the hell it is to give them gold. They depend on that, and I'm sure they depend on it to update the servers. That's the other thing I got to look at tonight is if the Red Dead server ever goes down for maintenance because the fucking server is buggy. But I got off on a tangent, and I'm back to Rockstar. We need to get back over to Bethesda. If 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 a modder can make that game so much better, Bethesda should have done it from the beginning. Plain and simple. There is no excuse for it. Starfield could have been a heavyweight game for the next 2 3 years. Instead, it's on year two and probably on life support.
Yeah.
And then it did not help matters with Starfield much when Xbox or their parent company decided to jack the rates on the Game Pass, and players are downgrading their their subscription, and when they downgrade their subscription, guess what? They can't play fucking Starfield. So now, when they try and go back up, Microsoft isn't giving them that deal that they're giving people who just stayed put. Well, no shit, Sherlock. They're not going to. You broke your deal with them. But at the same time, on the flip side, Microsoft kind of betrayed all the players too when they decided to up their fucking price on their Game Pass. We already stomached the upping the price of the console. We already stomached the price of upping the price on all of the accessories, and then they turn around and hit us with a price increase on the Game Pass. And unless you are a huge fan of Call of Duty, unless you're a huge fan of Far Cry, or for that matter, any of the Ubisoft games except for Skull and Bones, um, what were you saying?
I said guilty, and
Oh yeah,
guilty over here.
but for all of those games except for Skull and Bones, they are all on the Xbox Game Pass. Well, if you're not a fan of that, then the value is no longer there.
Yep.
Madden 26 is out. It is not out on Game Pass yet. Some of these games, like let's take Grand Theft Auto for instance. If Microsoft and Rockstar decided to part ways and not offer it on Game Pass anymore, all of those players go poof. They're gone unless they go over to Steam and buy the game from Steam.
Yep.
Because once Game Pass takes the game off, you are no longer allowed to play it. Unlike with other game or other services where when they offer it, you download it, it's yours until you cancel your subscription. And of course, you've severed the link between you and said game. So that was the other part that once I figured it out, I was kind of about. But when I went and I bought RDR2 and Grand Theft Auto, and I believe I bought a third game too. All three of those games I paid $40 for. $40. That's a one-time fee compared to 2 months at $19.99 or $22.99 or whatever the hell it was, $21.99 I think, for Game Pass Ultimate, where they were literally taking me for $40 in 2 months. I paid $40 one time, and I get to play it until I see different or until I decide not to. So for me, it just made more sense to go away from Game Pass. And I was already, if you go over to my TikTok and you take a look at one of the last live things I did, you will see that I was debating what to do, whether to buy it off of Steam or stay with Game Pass. A lot of people said for an up and coming gamer, which I am not, stick to Game Pass. It makes more sense economically. I am a niche type player. When I like a game, I stick to said game. Red Dead Online. I like Red Dead. I'm going to stick with Red Dead. It might take me forever and a day to get certain roles, but I'm going to stick with it and I'm going to make sure that I see this through. With Grand Theft Auto, another game that is a niche game, I'm going to keep playing it. Fallout. It's one of those games that I would play it. I was one of the ones who bought 76 on launch day, but I'll be a son of a bitch if I'm going to pay $70 for it off of Steam. It ain't happening. It's just not. So that's my rant on Xbox and their Game Pass, even for the PC. For someone like Fireball or Gamer Utopia, it's a great deal. But for someone like Godfather, it is a horrible fucking deal. All right. Well, let's stay with our friends at Bethesda and let's go over and check out the land.
Also, guys,
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off or anything like that. But give me about 17 minutes and we could ride together. I'm getting Red Dead Online downloaded as we speak.
Okay. Uh,
Another good game I can recommend you if you're into like semi grindy, but Warframe. Ever heard of it?
what?
Ever played it? Warframe. WARFRAME.
No, I'll look at it later. And you know, Fireball will tell you too that I'm not huge into new franchises. Maybe it's just me, but my wife can literally call me when I'm 2 states away. She sees I'm at a steak shop. She'll call me up and say,
Mhm.
"Hey, how's your hamburger?" I can't even
Okay,
fool her.
so
I
yeah.
get a hamburger wherever I go. Uh, and it's just like with games. I only play a couple games. In fact, on my Steam Deck,
Mhm.
hang on, let me pull it up real quick. Here are the games I have in my library for Steam for everybody out there. I have got Farming Simulator 22, which I will be streaming here shortly. Grand Theft Auto 5 Enhanced, Grand Theft Auto 5 Legacy. Those two come as one. I didn't want Legacy, but you have to have Legacy to get Enhanced. Helldivers 2, another very fun game, and I play it because that's what the other Nomad plays. Railroad Tycoon 3. It's one of those games from the early 2000s that I fell in love with it, and I've just continued to play it. There'll be times when I'll download it and I'll be out here in the Shire, and I'll just be playing it just to play it. Red Dead Redemption 2, everybody knows that. Sid Meier's Civilization 5, Sid Meier's Civilization 6, SimCity 4 Deluxe. That game is trash. Do not download it. Star Trek Online. That game is eh. And then Total War Empire, the definitive edition. So some of these games I downloaded when I was deployed to Djibouti, Africa. Some of these games have been with me since uh, the early 2000s. And, you know, as I've updated computers and graphics have been updated, these games are still being able to be played on these systems, and I enjoy them. And the one thing about gaming, and I will literally debate anybody on this. Gaming is supposed to be for your entertainment.
Mhm.
Your entertainment. Nobody else's entertainment. That's why when I talk to everybody about Discord, I don't want anybody to be feeling pressured that they have to come play the same game as Godfather, Fireball, or Zanar Crest Rider because it is a personal thing. When you go and you fire up your PC to go play a video game, when you fire up a console to go play a video game, you're doing it for your pleasure. You're not doing it for mine. You're not doing it for anybody. And there, I won't I won't dismiss the fact that there are so many games out there that are interesting, that are fun. But here's the problem with them all. If you look back at the 90s, let's go 91, 92. And for some people, you weren't even a thought in your daddy's mind in 91, 92. But for some of us who were around during that time, the big game on the market was Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario Brothers 2. And you had a definitive start, you had a definitive end. That game, it would take you and I was in school at the time with homework and going outside and acting like an idiot. It probably took me about a month or two to beat, maybe three, depending on what time of the year it was. If it's summer, it took me longer. If it was fall and winter and the weather around here was pretty shitty, then I'd stay inside and I'd just game and after my homework. And it would take me about a month or two. That's how Nintendo and Sega and the PlayStation 1 got away with making so many games in a relatively short amount of time because all of these games had a definitive end date. Now, you fast forward 25 years to today, or actually 30, almost 35 years forward, games today are online. Games today have end content. However, it takes you fucking forever to get there. And then on top of that, it gives the developer the opportunity to move that goalpost back and back and back and back. I was thinking about this highly today. It was a hot topic that I was debating in my own head because this is a topic that I struggle with Fireball and sometimes with Zanar Crest Rider. The older gamers are programmed to have a definitive start, a definitive end with a story that keeps going and I'm using this as an example here. Mario 1, Mario 2, Mario 3, and then you get into all this other bullshit, Super Mario, Smash Bros, all this other crap. But the point that I am trying to make here is we were used to getting games about every year or two, and they were good games. None of them were really horrible. There was a few out there that you put it in, you go, you'd beat it and you'd never pick it back up. There was a few other games, i.e. Super Techno Bowl, that's the football game before Madden, RBI, which is the granddaddy to the show. All these games came before it, but they had replayability, and you still get it today with football and with baseball. Every year you get a new game. But I was thinking to myself, why am I getting so pissed that Fallout's not coming out for another 5 years? Why am I getting so pissed that Grand Theft Auto has taken 13 years to come out? Why am I getting pissed that it took 8 years between Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2? And then it hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm wired different. The older gamers are wired different. We're wired to where there's a hard end date. We beat the game goes away, and within a year or two, we get another game. That's not how it goes. But you have to see it from the older gamers' perspective of that's what we're used to. We're used to having Mario Brothers 1, World 1-1, and you end on World 8-4 or 5 or something like that. It's been so long since I played it, I can't remember what the last level is. It's a hard motherfucker, but I don't remember.
I think it's like 10 or 12 now.
Okay, now it wasn't before. It was like 4 or 5. But that's the reason why these older gamers are getting pissed. The younger gamers don't understand it because when they started getting into gaming, we had online gaming. We had Grand Theft Auto 5. We had online shooter games like Call of Duty. While they still gripe, moan, groan, and complain that they want a new game, I feel like when they do get the new game and it doesn't meet their expectations, instead of being thankful that they even got a new game, they completely discard the damn thing and say, I ain't playing it again. I played Fallout 76 with a blue screen of death. I played Fallout 76 when you got booted every 2 minutes. I played Fallout 76 when the motherfucker would freeze on you. I played Fallout 76 when there was absolutely nothing to do in the wasteland. And the Nomad Gamers are one of the very few podcasts out there for gaming that can say, we all met on Fallout 76. Period. End of fucking story. I met Zanar Crest Rider on 76, and that friendship blossomed from there. Fireball, if you didn't know, you're going to know now. He is my son. So I've known him since he was in diapers. And then Sweet Kitty Pie is my wife. So Fallout's been kind of like a catalyst for us. If you were to talk to Fireball and if you were to ask him, hey, what was your earliest memories of a game? He'll tell you it was Fallout 3. It was watching me go through the Capital Wasteland, but for that time frame, that was the best game on the damn market, hands down. Hands down, it was the best game on the market. And on top of that, they had taken this beautiful city, absolutely destroyed it. So for me, I wanted to go see what the Capitol looked like after a nuclear explosion. So I got to the Capitol. It was pretty fucking torn up. Then I'm like, you know what? The White House is just right down the goddamn road. Let's go check that out. Maybe half of it's gone. Oh no, the whole goddamn thing was gone. It was just nothing but a crater in the goddamn earth. So I know I got off on a tangent before I got to Fallout, but
Can I
that's
put my
been what.
age here with Fallout 76 being back before they had any NPCs?
Yeah, that's what I played too. When all you had was fucking robots, when you had
Yep.
PvP, when you had these jackasses running around the power plant Poseidon, and they would
Yep.
destroy everything and say they were the new raiders, and just being jackasses. And then
Yep.
Bethesda put a stop to it, and I still don't agree with how they're doing NPCs, but it's their game. They're doing a very good job in my eyes, even if I don't agree with everything that they're doing. So, speaking of Fallout 76, I'm glad we were there. They haven't posted much on their Facebook. 6 days ago, the results are in. Congratulations to our final four Rebuild Appalachia Camp Contest winners. The final winners were voted on by our development team and September's guest judge, Rad Rux, who is an expert camp builder within the Fallout 76 community. My Treehouse by Socialite X, Reclamation Rose by Nuka Megs, Skyline Valley Garden Bunker by Ash underscore Lemon Jello, Appalachian Sky Garden by Christina. And let's see if. Okay, yeah. I could do this. Hang on, we're gonna go look at these real quick. So this here is the treehouse. I'm gonna tell you right now, it looks amazing. The
Wow.
the that took a lot of time to get that wrapping stairwell around it. That is actually fucking ingenious. I like it. And I don't say that about a lot of camps. I'm very partial to my camps. I don't know if I like this one. I don't even know how this one won. There isn't a lot of creativity here. You got two lampposts, a bunch of fucking weeds or flowers, sorry, and you just got a basic square house with a bunch of lampposts acting.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't
it's
get it.
got a little fantasy to it.
Sure, for
Kind of like
basic,
a fantasy, yeah, for like basic fantasy to it.
but I mean, how hard is it to build a square? You know what I'm saying? How hard is it
Yeah.
to build this? It's not that fucking
Well, I
hard.
mean, my base is a traveling base. It's basically a like a sniper post that I bring with me as my travel. So I mean, they got me beat on that.
This one, I don't like this one here either. I mean, it's a good concept. Don't get me wrong, okay? It's a great concept, but it's blah. It's bland. This is something that anybody could build. I don't see anything in here showing. I mean, you have to have a lot of atoms to, of course, get some of this stuff, but there is nothing that jumps out and like goes, oh wow, like the treehouse was. The treehouse, they had to put a little thought into that. This didn't take that much thought. Okay, this one took some thought. This one took some skill. I kind of like this one. I don't like how basic it is. It almost looks like a pergola, or not a pergola, but a gazebo, a floating gazebo. I kind of like it, but I like
Yeah,
how
I like that.
I like how they had to get down and dirty with it, and it took some time for them to get this just right. This isn't just a basic build. This is actual dedication. And like I said, I don't like how small it is. I don't like how it looks like a gazebo, but I'm sure it just looks small because it's a picture. Because now that I look at it, it looks like it has a second floor down below it. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, this one here, I think this one here is the winner. It should have went this one being first, this one here being second, this one here third. I kind of like that car sitting there. And then this one here fourth. Because I don't like this one. This one's just too easy. It's too basic in my head. All right. And Fallout hasn't posted anything since then. Oh, 6 days. Whoa, 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 whoa. Time out. What are they doing here? Okay. I think they're giving us a hint on the next Fallout here. Look at this, Nomad Nation. And this isn't a rumor. And I'll see if Gamer Utopia thinks the same thing I'm thinking. Maybe wishing a happy 28th birthday to the Fallout that started it all. That's a key word there of maybe. Why would they even put that out there? Is this a clue that we could be going back to where it all started? I
Definitely could
mean,
be.
I mean, if
I
you
mean,
think about it, wishing the granddaddy of your franchise a happy 28th birthday is one thing. You could have said all kinds of stuff to that, but that maybe part is what got me to go, oh wait, maybe we need to look into this a little bit more. Because if I remember correctly, and if memory serves me right, the first Fallout happened, the first Fallout game, let me rephrase that. The first game in the franchise happened on the West Coast. It's been a while since I have read the lore. It's been a while since I have looked at the lore, but if memory serves me correctly, it happened in the LA area. Now, could this be an Easter egg? Could this be a little bit of a slip up by Bethesda, one of the very few they ever give us, because the TV shows out west and season 2, from what I'm understanding, is going to the Vegas area. Could this be a hint on where Fallout 5 is going? Could they be remaking the original? Going back to Vault 13? I don't know. I mean, I'm not here to say yay, nay, or nothing else, but I am here to say it's interesting at the very least. I don't know. I would be down for it. I'd be down for them remaking some of the older Fallouts into the newer versions, like Fallout. This one that I just showed you guys, Fallout 2, Fallout Tactics. I mean, let's just remake them going all the way up to Fallout 3. I would take those before Fallout 5. I just would. And I think it would help Fallout by retelling their earlier story that nobody has fucking played. Because I'm telling you right now, I was around 28 years ago. I was a gamer 28 years ago, but I did not play Fallout. Didn't even know it existed. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna have to remember that and say something to the other two nomads. What's some of these comments having to say? Look, I got a little bit of time. Oh, maybe I don't, but we're good.
I mean, if
We'll
it
go
was
until I say.
near like October, November, and stuff like that, usually the reason, like a lot of the release dates have been around November, December, or November, October, November, like within the fall season, I want to say. So then you got it maybe next year. I mean, could be like a
Yeah,
special edition remake.
well, everybody is saying remaster and put on console, but let me tell everybody out there that was comments from Facebook. That is nothing from Bethesda themselves. the post that's getting all the generation or getting all the talking about, that is from Bethesda. That is from the maker of Fallout, saying maybe. So I am hoping that that means that they're going to start remaking some of these Fallouts and tell their story from day one until now. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. All right, so that's it for Thirsty
So
Thursday.
I have
That's everything I got.
I have I have the game downloaded.
Okay. Uh, obviously, I can't do it now because I'm right in the middle of Thirsty Thursday.
Yep.
But, but luckily for him, Thirsty Thursday is coming to an end. So here's what we're going to be doing for the rest of this week, up until Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be streaming Red Dead Online. Right after Thirsty Thursday, I'm going to take about a 10-minute break. I got to walk inside, use the restroom, and then I'll be back out, and I'll probably be playing with Gamer Utopia for about an hour. Then on Friday, before I have my plans with Sweet Kitty Pie, I'm going to be out here and I'm going to be gaming again. It's going to be the theme is Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm not going to another game for a little bit. Saturday at noon, please tune in to the Nomad Gamers on any of these platforms you see here. I might have Kick fixed by then. I don't know. Kick's being a pain in my ass. So thank you very much for watching Thirsty Thursday. I hope you had a good time. I hope that you have finished whatever beverage of choice that you brought to the table with you. So let's close this bad boy out. In the words of Santiago Cirillo, your negativity cannot break me. You're beautiful the way you are. Keep gaming. Keep being you. If you're out there playing a game and you run across a griefer and that griefer needs blown the fuck up, you blow that motherfucker up. Thank you so much for watching Thirsty Thursday. Thank you for your support. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday at noon for my other two co-hosts when the Nomad Gamers come live at you. But until then, peace and love, God's Father.